Good afternoon, guys. This vlog's going to be long, but one clip. Just give you an update on everything. 4.5 hours worth of appointments this morning. I am exhausted. So I'll start with the really, really exciting and good news. My PFTs are the best they have been in 9 years. 9 years. I did PFTs first, and I went in to go do them back in November. They were 77. I assumed they were around the same range because I felt pretty much the same, and that's a pretty good range for me because, like, pre-Trikafta I was in the 60s and it brought me up into the high 70s, and I was like, okay, you know, that's a great place to be. 85. There's a fly. 85%. I have not seen numbers like that since 2012. I'm still in shock. Like, I cannot believe how high my PFTs are. So if I go back to counting, like, when I first started Trikafta, I have gained 23% since Trikafta because I was like 62% before starting. 62, 63, somewhere around there. So it's like 22, 23% since starting Trikafta. I'm blown away. I am blown away. 80% or above is considered like normal lung function. So my lungs are in the normal lung function range, and it's insanity. Like, I'm so happy about it, and I cannot wrap my head around that. So that was the really, really good thing from today. The rest of the day was a blur of everything. My weight is terrible. I've lost 19 pounds since November, and I went from like 33% BMI to 17% BMI. Not good at all. We don't know exactly what is causing it because I've been eating, I've been doing everything I'm supposed to do, and it's been just continuously dropping. The guess is it is related to something blood sugar related, and that's what I'll get into next. I also got 7 vials of blood drawn from me this morning because it was my annual appointment, so that, yeah. They ran an A1C again. That hasn't come back yet, but the one that they ran on me in Florida came back normal, so I don't know. They did not end up doing the glucose test because I already was having these issues, so they were like, we don't want to make it worse, so that was not done. The bone scan was done and pretty much stable. The last time I had one was 2019. They said a little bit worse, like my bones were a little bit weaker, but pretty much stable. So that's good news. And then there was all the blood sugar stuff. Everything else was fine, like my lungs sounded clear and everything, and then we had to go over all this stuff. So they placed a dexcom. Endocrine came in as a consult during my appointment, and they put in a dexcom G6, and I have that now, and I'm still getting used to it. They put it on my stomach, and it took like 2 hours to calibrate, and now it's working. But yeah, I can still feel the tape, and it's like a little bit sensitive, and just it's a foreign object on my body that my body's not used to. Because, like, I have my G-tube that I've had since I was 3 months old, and I don't even notice it anymore. So hopefully as the day goes on, this will, be less prominent. But that's all my brain can sense right now is that. But, so that's for 10 days, and it's connected to my phone as well as connected to an app that connects to the endocrine people. So they're tracking it, and then I have to go back on June 25th, or 26th, one of those days, to discuss all of it. They're watching the trends, I'm watching the trends. It is nice to finally give my poor fingers a break, because I've been checking 8 times a day, and my fingers, I don't even know if you'll be able to tell, but they're like black and blue. You can tell a little bit on my ring finger and pinky. They're black and blue. So that'll be nice to, like, get a break from that. I was terrified. I mean, like, having panic attacks all night, terrified that it was gonna hurt. And I was so worried over nothing because it didn't hurt. Like, I felt it, but it didn't hurt. And it was way better than, like, finger sticks. So panicking over nothing on that one. But all the information is a little bit overwhelming. Like, I have like 3 pamphlets she gave me, and we were setting up all the stuff in clinic, and I mean, it'll be okay, but it's a little bit overwhelming. Now, there is some interesting things I've already noticed since it's been on and working, which I think was around like 1:30, I think ish, around when it turned it on after it calibrated. And that was, there is times where it is rising up higher than I thought it was, because I've been checking morning, night, and like an hour after meals and before meals. And I ate, and then it said it was 161 and rising rapidly, and it went up. It went higher than 161. I haven't figured out how to see where it went because I can't see the little dot. I know it didn't go above 200 because that's where my parameter is set for the alarm, but it looks like it came very close to that 200 line, and then it's gradually been going down. Last time I saw it was like 105 and stable, but so it is peaking higher than I thought it was. But yeah, so that is interesting. So we'll just see the trends. It does give me some peace of mind, like when I'm at the horses and if I feel off, I can just pull up my phone and check it. If I'm out, like we're going to the farmer's market, if I feel off, I can just pull up my phone and check it, instead of, like the horses, I wasn't taking my meter there, obviously, so I would have to, if I felt weird, I would have to come home early, stop what I was doing. Sometimes it'd be fine, and it's like, well, I came home, but I'm here now, and it was a little bit annoying. So that is amazing for peace of mind. And obviously if it's low, then yeah, I'm gonna have to come home and treat it, but if it's not, then I know that I'm okay to stay there. So that is great. So yeah, it's been a long day of just processing everything, going, I was talking to endocrine probably for like an hour, getting all the history and getting the dexcom on and all this, and she said that I can take baths and stuff with it. I don't know if I trust soaking it in water. Like, obviously I'm gonna shower. I don't know if I trust taking a bath. I don't know. But my G-tube has already leaked on it, the tape a little bit, because it's like right below there, so I don't know. It's a little bit overwhelming, but it is what it is. So that pretty much was the synopsis of it. I am, in all of my PFTs, disappointed about my weight and learning about the dexcom and blood sugar. So we will see what happens in the days ahead and what happens on June 26th. But for the rest of the day, I'm just going to relax. I'll upload this later. I don't want to do it right now, but I'm just going to relax and try to get medical jargon out of my head for now. So with that, thank you guys so much for coming along on my day today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.